People always laugh, but I really think I discovered my vocation in driver's ed, because I happened to take driver's ed at the same time that all the local drug dealers took driver's ed. And I was, a large homeschooled Catholic family, and there are all the kids from the barrio of the local public school. And we talked about everything from chastity to cheating to everything, you name it. But there's one conversation that will always stand out to me, and we were talking about R-rated movies. And I said, my parents don't let me watch that kind of stuff. And Josh, who was the lead drug dealer, his mouth dropped about 3 feet. And he said, "You gotta be kidding me. My mom lets me do whatever I want." And he described coming home after school with his friends and doing their drugs in the living room while his mom watched TV on the couch. And he said again, "My mom lets me do whatever I want. And for as long as I'll live, I'll never forget the look of pain in his eyes when he said that, because what he was saying was, my mom doesn't love me. No one cares enough about me to tell me the truth, to tell me no." And I think that's what really struck me that weekend, that the only difference between me and those drug dealers was that I had been loved and that I had been given this incredible infinite love. And there were so many people out there in the world, like these young people I was encountering, who hadn't experienced God's love and who didn't know what the truth was. And it struck me to the depths of my being, what am I doing with the love that I've received? Here I have everything. The faith's been handed on to me from the very beginning. And how am I responding to God? And that question began to echo in my heart. How am I responding to God? How am I going to say yes to Him when He's given me so much? And that was the beginning of my vocation, that question of, what do I do with this infinite love? And I remember, when I was trying to figure out what do I do with this, knowing God's loved me and all those fears of, I don't want to be different, or what's next. What really made the difference was that I would go before the Blessed Sacrament. And when I was there in front of the Eucharist, that's when in my heart of hearts I knew I want to give God everything. And the only way to respond to His love is by making a gift of love myself. And for somebody who's out there considering a religious vocation, who might be afraid and unsure of what's next, I would just really encourage you, go before the Blessed Sacrament and ask Jesus, what is it that you want of me, and how can I best respond to your love? How can I give of myself to you in the most complete and full way? And whatever it is, that's going to be your eternal happiness.
For more information on the religious life, log on to www.ewtn.com/religiouslife.